There are signs on the palm that may seem small, yet they hold the power to change a person's destiny, especially when entering middle age. Many people don't realize that even the tiniest detail on the palm can reveal insights about one's career, relationships, or even future fortune. In today's video, we will explore a hand that carries many special signs, blessed with both divine protection and the energy of helpful people, yet also containing hidden challenges in love and health. If you love palmistry and want to understand the deeper meanings behind every line on your hand, don't forget to subscribe to the Wisdom Palmistry channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Now, let's begin our exploration. Hello, thank you for your trust. I'm very happy to analyze your palm today. You were born in 1985, and this year you are 40 years old. Overall, when observing your hands, both palms appear relatively thin, and the skin is quite soft. Your hands have several distinctive features, especially the lines, which are long and prominent. First, when observing the overall shape, it can be seen that you have a long and noticeable index finger. Typically, men with an index finger that is nearly equal to or even longer than the ring finger often possess strong leadership qualities. They are suited for directive roles or artistic fields, particularly in writing professions such as authors, poets, or creative writers. In addition, your palms have a rosy tone, one of the positive indicators representing good health and vibrant energy. Especially on your thumb, there is a phoenix eye line, considered a symbol of good fortune. People who possess this sign are usually intelligent, insightful, and sometimes carry a touch of spiritual sensitivity. You tend to perceive and sense things happening around you very quickly and intuitively. And especially, those who have a phoenix eye line on their thumb, in addition to being intelligent, also possess a kind heart and deep empathy for others. When they take on leadership or managerial roles, they always prioritize the collective interest above all else, even being willing to sacrifice their personal gain for the benefit of others. Therefore, when they become leaders or people in positions of authority, they are often loved and respected by those around them. On your hand, the thumb slightly bends backward and is relatively long. This is one of the signs of an extroverted personality. In life, you are cheerful, sociable, and enjoy jobs that allow freedom and flexibility. Another special feature is the presence of chain-like patterns at the base of your thumb. This is a good sign, showing that in your younger years, you received strong support and backing from your family. Although your family may not have been very wealthy, you were always protected, given opportunities, and had the conditions to grow and develop yourself. In addition, this sign also carries a positive meaning for later life. Those who have this feature are often supported and helped greatly by their children or younger generations in old age. It is considered one of the best signs on the palm, symbolizing smooth fortune and a peaceful, prosperous life. When observing your lifeline, it can be seen that it is quite wide, encircling the Mount of Venus. With its wide, long form and without any breaks or cuts, this is considered one of the very good types of lifelines. Moreover, in this area, there is also an upward branch, the line of wealth, representing financial support and luck in career matters. This line becomes most visible between the ages of 40 and 45, which is exactly your current stage of life. This indicates that you are in a period of transition in terms of career or lifestyle. Therefore, if you are planning to start a business, change your work environment, or pursue a new direction, you should boldly take action. This is a favorable time, as you are likely to encounter many good opportunities and receive help from benefactors. On your hand, your headline is also very long and has 2 branches, with one even extending beyond the palm. This is a sign of a talented person with the potential for long-term and stable career development. However, those who possess such a long headline sometimes tend to make decisions too quickly or impulsively, which can lead to temporary setbacks due to insufficient consideration. Therefore, you need to make full use of the strength of the phoenix eye line, a symbol of wisdom and sharp intuition, combined with the energy of your headline to view issues more comprehensively. This will help you make wiser and more effective decisions. Overall, although you should pay attention to controlling impulsiveness in your actions, With such beautiful life in headlines, your career and reputation after the age of 40 are likely to continue developing strongly and steadily. Your palm clearly shows a tendency for frequent movement, which may be due to the nature of your work or simply because you enjoy freedom, openness, and social interaction more than living a confined life. Therefore, you are very well suited for jobs that involve communication, travel, or working in dynamic environments. In addition, the signs on your hand also indicate that traveling abroad or settling in another country would be favorable and well suited for you. On your palm, there is a fate line running upward from the wrist, but it is not very clear and shows some interruptions. With this pattern, it suggests that in your career, you may sometimes lack persistence and your determination may not always be strong enough. Hence, to achieve success, you need to cultivate focus and perseverance in everything you do. With this type of hand, if you stay consistent in pursuing your goals, success will surely come. In terms of finances, your palm does not yet show clear signs of great wealth, but it does reveal strong inner potential along with incoming luck. This is an important period you should take advantage of. In particular, the appearance of financial signs after the age of 40 is not a coincidence. It reflects destiny, showing that you will experience significant growth and prosperity after this age. Moreover, the mount of Mercury on your palm is quite prominent, with faint but visible financial lines that represent versatility and multiple sources of income. You are someone capable of handling various tasks at once and always full of creative ideas. However, to turn those ideas into real results, you need persistence and strong focus. In terms of love and health, your heart line is not particularly strong, showing several chain-like formations, especially beneath the Mount of Apollo. This sign indicates that you may experience some issues related to your eyesight or vision health, so you should pay attention to care and regular checkups. Additionally, in the area of love, your palm suggests that you might face emotional disturbances or relationship challenges between the ages of 35 and 40. This is a period when you may encounter issues related to romantic or family matters, so it's important to be cautious. However, these problems are not necessarily serious ones such as separation or divorce. Rather, they are more likely emotional strain, responsibility, and the burdens of family life that make you feel exhausted. On your palm, the Mount of Jupiter is quite prominent and is intersected by a horizontal line. This is a sign of someone with good organizational and management skills, capable of maintaining emotional balance and stability in life. This quality helps you stay resilient and keep progressing even when facing difficulties. Overall, your palm shows many positive signs, indicating that your life and career are moving upward. However, emotional or family matters may sometimes become factors that slow your progress. Therefore, you should be mindful and maintain distance from unhealthy relationships that do not bring positive energy to you. Instead, cherish and nurture positive, supportive relationships that contribute to your personal growth, because when you give out good energy, you will receive similar values in return. Additionally, your palm is slightly concave, and when you close your fingers, the gaps between them are small. This is a sign of someone with good financial management ability. You know how to save and handle money wisely. Although your palm does not yet show signs of great wealth, your cautious nature and financial discipline ensure that stability and material success will become increasingly apparent in the future. In the center of your palm, there are not many negative lines, though a few small X-shaped marks appear. This sign indicates that during your younger years, particularly before the age of 35, you may have experienced certain financial losses or setbacks. However, these losses were not serious, as the financial loss lines on your palm do not extend toward the finger gaps. This shows that after middle age, you are less likely to encounter financial risks. Overall, the color tone of your hands is very good. In life, you should think carefully before making important decisions and focus more on your current work. Listening to advice from trustworthy people around you will also help you seize many good opportunities in the future. In the area of marriage lines, yours appear faint and short, even somewhat unclear. This is a common sign among people whose emotional lives are quite complicated. They often experience instability or difficulties in romantic relationships. Those with faint marriage lines tend to express their emotions less, and they may sometimes be perceived as cold or indifferent in love. This trait can lead to late marriage or challenges in marital life. You should pay more attention to sharing and expressing your emotions to maintain and nurture healthy relationships. In addition, your hand shows a small sign related to health. At the beginning of your lifeline, there appears a small diamond shape. This is a warning sign of potential issues related to the stomach or respiratory system. Therefore, you should pay attention to your diet and rest habits to prevent digestive and breathing problems. When observing both hands together, the lines on your right palm are quite similar to those on your left, which indicates that your personality and destiny are stable and consistent. However, there is one unfavorable sign on this hand. Along your lifeline, there is a broken section, one of the negative indicators, likely occurring between the ages of 35 and 40. This break suggests that you may have gone through an accident, an injury, or a certain issue affecting your health. However, you will overcome it, as there is a parallel lifeline running closely beside it, serving as a supportive line. This is considered a strong spiritual sign, symbolizing that you are under divine protection and guidance. From the lower part of your palm, there is also a fate line rising upward, supporting the lifeline. Thanks to this, your lifeline continues strongly, symbolizing a life that is protected, blessed, and filled with good fortune. On the Mount of Luna, there is also a distinct horizontal line. This is known as the travel line. People with this sign are often suited for traveling far from home, possibly for work, business, or even settling abroad, and such experiences usually bring them luck and prosperity. However, this palm also shows another sign that deserves attention. On the heart line, in the area corresponding to the ages of around 35 to 40, two small parallel lines appear. This sign is related to emotional matters. It may indicate that during this period, you could experience a relationship where both individuals live apart, a kind of long-distance love. Viewed negatively, it could also represent disharmony or emotional distance in romantic or marital life. Overall, your hand shows many favorable signs related to wealth, career, and future growth. However, the emotional aspect appears somewhat unstable, lacking consistency and clarity. Therefore, you should be careful not to let emotions interfere too much with your work. It's important to keep these two areas separate. In love, what matters most is to be more emotionally expressive, to listen and care for your partner, and to avoid being overly controlling or dominant. When you learn to give your loved ones space to grow freely while expressing sincerity and warmth, your relationship will become stronger and happier. There is also a rather unique sign on your hand. Besides the small phoenix eye pattern on your thumb, the second phalanx of that same thumb clearly displays the shape of an eye. This is one of the most spiritually significant markings. People who have this sign are often blessed with a prosperous later life, possessing intelligence, deep thinking, and great insight into life's matters. With the eye formation on your thumb, after the age of 50, you are likely to become a guiding figure, someone who enjoys sharing wisdom, spreading values, and helping others. This is considered an extremely auspicious sign on the palm, indicating a prosperous old age, financial stability, and the admiration and support of many people. Although in your younger years, you may have had to move around frequently, work hard, and experience instability in your career, the good news is that after the age of 40, your fortune improves significantly, opening the path to a stable and successful career. Therefore, take advantage of every opportunity in the coming period. Move forward bravely without fear or hesitation. When you face challenges with persistence, your later life will be truly prosperous and fulfilling. No matter what challenges you go through, you will always receive love, help, and support from those around you. Overall, your palm carries many lucky and positive signs. This concludes the full analysis of your palm. I wish you much success and fulfillment in life. Thank you very much.